Restaurants don't get much more classic than Cafe Mimo.
It's a great family-style restaurant.
Well, we're regulars here. We're here every Friday night.
I've enjoyed coming here for years now.
Because for more than 4 decades, this unassuming spot on Acushnet Ave in New Bedford has been home to what many believe to be the best Portuguese food outside of Portugal.
If you want an authentic Portuguese restaurant, this is the place to come.
And if you want consistency and great food, you can always be guaranteed to get it here.
The best food in the world. There's no better.
This warm, welcoming 80 or so seat spot is run by Scott Ferreira and his family, ever since his parents opened the place back in 1977.
It started as a small cafe right here where we stand. My mom making food at home and bringing it in for our customers, and then it developed into what it is today, which is a full-blown Portuguese restaurant. I grew up here. Some of the people you see around you today can probably tell you they saw me running around here as a little child, 2 years old.
Scott's not the only one who grew up here. A lot of his customers did too, because for many of them, Cafe Mimo is like a second home.
I came here with my parents when I was a kid, and now I bring my family.
The family goes through great strides to welcome you.
Feels like home. Feels like home.
We try to provide a family environment. You just try to provide an authentic Portuguese meal without having to go to Portugal.
And while New Bedford may not be Lisbon, the dishes coming out of the kitchen at Cafe Mimo might have you fooled.
Mimo means something special. The origins, I'm not quite sure, but I think once you have the food here, you'll see what we mean.
So Phantom stopped in search of the perfect meal. When you come to Cafe Mimo, it's best to come hungry, because appetizers here are more like a whole meal.
Typically after an appetizer, most of the people are full.
There's a big platter of plump shrimp swimming in garlicky sauce, golden fried calamari with banana peppers, and a steaming bowl of Spanish-style little necks.
The Spanish-style little necks start with olive oil, wine, garlic, and then they're garnished with onions and green peppers. The little necks are served in a clay pot, and they're usually enjoyed with some of our own locally made Portuguese bread. So we eat the little necks, and then we go after the sauce.
But the appetizer that will really fire up your appetite is Cafe Mimo's flaming chorizo.
The chorizo is locally made that we source here in the New Bedford area. It's grilled and it's finished in a open flame clay casserole. We typically light it in the kitchen and we bring it out to the table flaming. It really just finishes it off and gives it that extra crispy flavor. You know, it's exciting to see an open flame come to the table, but the true excitement, I think, is in the actual flavor of the food.
The list of entrees at Cafe Mimo is almost endless. There's the belly-busting Portuguese steak, featuring grilled sirloin topped with an egg and served with round-cut fries. A huge crock of marinated and steamed clams with vegetables, traditional salted cod smothered with peppers, onions, olives, and roasted potatoes, and lightly battered cod with green salad and boiled potatoes. But no trip here would be complete without the ultimate Portuguese classic, shrimp Mozambique.
The Mozambique sauce is olive oil, garlic, and some seafood flavorings that are all combined to create this orange, spicy sauce. It's a tangy sauce. It's got a lemon flavor to it. It's so unique and it's tough to describe, but it's very popular and it's carried over into a lot of other dishes.
In fact, a creamy version of this sensational sauce makes up the equally delicious chicken Mozambique.
So the chicken Mozambique is a variation of our Mozambique sauce. We add cream to it. Think of like a vodka sauce, if you will. It is a phenomenal dish, very popular here. A lot of people make it in the area, but ours has the cream, and that takes it to a whole nother level as far as flavor and overall taste.
For dessert, the flan is always a sweet choice, but if you want to keep it authentically old school, order the rice pudding.
Rice pudding is the apple pie for Portuguese people. It's a creamy dish topped with cinnamon, and it is a traditional way to end any Portuguese meal.
Flaming chorizo, shrimp Mozambique, chicken Mozambique, and rice pudding make for the perfect meal at Cafe Mimo.